Here are my 3 tips to improve your exam technique. First of all, if you don't know a question in the exam, circle it and move on. Make sure you circle it, otherwise you might not realize that you skipped it and then you just lose 5 marks out of the blue. Secondly, do the easiest questions in the paper and then go to the hardest ones. So they're not necessarily the first and the last questions. Like in maths, for example, my hardest question in my final exam was the first question. So I had to actually do it almost backwards so that way my brain warmed up. So by the time I got to the hardest question, I was right into it. Thirdly, for everything except for languages, make sure that you read through the entire paper of questions during your reading time, even if you go over the reading time. If it takes you 10 minutes to read through that, I'd much rather you actually know exactly what is coming up in the exam rather than only spend 5 minutes reading through it and have no idea what on earth is in the second half of the exam. Make sure you read through your whole exam paper before starting. Finally, when you're given small text boxes that are like 4 to 6 lines, make sure that you at least fill up 2/3 of the textbook. So you don't want to be given a 10 lines and only answer a 2-line answer. This doesn't really count for essays, but for everything else, long answer and short answer questions, just make sure you fill up the vast majority of the textbooks you're given.